Hey, what's going on there, hustler?
Little hustlerhead. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you getting on?
Good. We moved into a new place.
Oh yeah, we did. We moved into a shared house. We've housemates.
We've got an Irish housemate,
We've got an Irish housemate,
which is class.
which is unreal. And we're going to get another Irish housemate today.
Yeah. We're
And
collecting them.
We're collecting them, yeah. We're going to get another one, yeah.
Yeah.
There's someone else moving in,
Yeah.
is what I mean. And we're in Bali.
Bali.
Bali, Indonesia.
Yeah, or Ballyhonus, as your mum keeps saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in Bali at the minute. What's your impression of Bali so far?
Oh, it couldn't be more different from what I expected. My God, it couldn't be more the opposite.
Yeah. What were
It's
you
actually
expecting?
All week, like we've been here kind of nearly a week now, and for most of that time I've wanted to go home. Not go
Have
home,
you?
but like wanted to go back to Thailand.
Oh yeah, Thailand was lovely.
For most of the week I spent being like, I want to leave, which sounds so
Spoiled.
fucking spoiled.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so aware of that. It's like I'm in Bali and I don't like it, but like that's just my reality. Like everyone has their own problems.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I sound like such a dick, but no, it just wasn't what I expected. I was expecting this chilled island life, and
Which
it's not
apparently,
it.
no, apparently it is. Just
Which is
not
not
in the part
here.
we're in. So we're in Canggu,
Yeah,
which is really busy.
it's hectic.
It's like massively hectic. It's like when you see a video of traffic in India, that's what it's like driving around here.
Exactly. And it's like the size, so it's a small enough town.
Go on, what were you going to
but
say?
I was going to
It's
say,
about the size of Clonmel, but not quite as
No.
big.
yeah, like my dad was like, so would it be like Clonmel or like Care, which is like a town outside Clonmel? And I was like, it'd be more like Care, but the population of Clonmel. So it's a small town, but there's like 40,000 people living here.
On
And
the whole
then-
island, or just the
no,
part we're
in this part.
Oh,
in this,
Jesus,
it's,
right.
It's a village technically, and it's 40,000 people. And like probably add another 40,000 onto people that are visiting right now,
Okay, yeah.
you know, so it's fairly busy.
Why did you choose, why did you wait until now to start plopping your hair?
Oh, I've
could
been,
you
I've
just
plopped it
describe-
before. You know I've plopped my hair before.
For the people that don't know,
Yeah.
could you explain what plopping is?
Yeah, so I've gotten deep into TikTok, and obviously the curly girl method is like
Hang
how
on
to
now,
make your hair curly.
Define that again, the curly girl method.
So it's like this sound on TikTok where people are like, all this time I've been brushing through my waves and getting like frizzy hair, but I tried this method and turns out I actually have curly hair. So that's like the sound, and then like loads of people started doing it and realizing they had curly hair.
But is the sound not more like, all this time I've had brushing hair?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really remember now.
The TikTok voice.
The TikTok voice, because I used to have curly hair when
Did
I
you?
was small. Like
Okay.
when I suppose everyone did, didn't they?
Did there? I don't know.
But anyway, I was like, yeah, I have pure frizzy hair, so why not try this? I tried it a few times before, didn't work, and going to try it again now and see does it work.
Do you think it
so
doesn't
that's
work
why I'm
because you're
sitting here
just
looking at
using
Misha.
like a fucking scarf on your head? Like,
It's a sarong,
is it?
Gary. It's not a scarf.
I think you're sarong to call me a sarong. Can't always be right sometimes. You're
Oh
just
my
sarong.
god!
Today we're talking about
Side hustles, baby.
every day I'm hustling.
Oh,
Do you know
very
who
good.
does that song?
No.
It's Rick Ross.
Oh yeah,
Do you know
good
him?
old Rick Ross.
Ricky.
Ricky, I know the name, but is he kind of hip hop royalty?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, moving on. Today we're talking about side hustles.
Side hustles, baby. But first, I think we should go through the episode structure and how we're going to do this.
Okay, yeah.
With the side hustle.
That's right, because we're doing this a little bit differently.
Yeah, we're doing this a bit differently. So we've both researched a bit about side hustles, which we will define and get into in a moment. But we're recording part 1 now.
Exactly.
And releasing part 1 now. And because with the side hustles, you need a bit more than a week or 2 weeks to do them. So we're going to give ourselves 8 weeks. Is that what we said?
I think 8 weeks is
8
probably
weeks.
enough, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to record in part 1 today. Then we're going to go actually do a side hustle each, and then we'll kind of make notes as we go along, and then we'll record it at the other end because it's kind of a bigger thing than just doing something for a week.
Yeah, exactly. And if this is successful, we might try a side hustle series. But that's to be determined. TBD.
Yeah.
TBC. So let's see.
CBD.
So let's see.
Let's see. BD.
So
oh, you're looking at me like, shut the fuck up.
I'm looking at me like, yeah, let's move past you and your fucking letters here. Oh, actually, not to forget, there is a game today as well. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my first bit of research is what is a side hustle?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
For people that don't know, let's see. Do we have the same definition?
Okay. Where'd you get it?
I don't know, but let's start saying it at the same time. Okay. 3, 2, 1. A
work
job
performed for income supplementary to one's primary job.
No. That was a good one.
Yeah, I got it from Merriam-Webster. What was your definition? A
job or occupation that brings in extra money beyond one's regular job.
Okay. I think it's so... Well, most people probably know what a side hustle is. So we probably didn't even need to define it, but basically making cash on the side.
Yeah. I have some thoughts to start off.
Your own thoughts?
My own thoughts.
Okay.
So I just kind of wrote down my own thoughts to share with you and our lovely listeners. And I hate to be a fucking negative bitch, right?
Negative Nancy.
But sometimes I just am.
Right.
And I feel a bit negative about this.
Why? This is what you were like with fucking...
With gratitude or whatever.
Well.
This is different. I think, probably works, Grant. I'm not negative in that way.
Right.
I'm more negative in the way that, like, right, you hear that description. Another way of saying that is just, it's a second job. It's having 2 jobs or 3 jobs or whatever. I think it's kind of glorifying productivity and like this kind of toxic productivity vibe that you see on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff, that you always have to be doing something and always have to be making money and always have to be like doing better, whatever. And it's like, what about just like when you're not working, just chilling out? Obviously, you need to do that.
Yeah.
With a lot of this, it's saying like you can do this after work for a few hours every evening and at the weekend. And it's like, okay, so you're just working all day, every day then? So I'm a little bit like, obviously there's some people that's the only option for. And then on the other side of it, it's like, sometimes you just need to rest. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of part of this rise and grind kind of culture. It's like, whoa, you've half an hour before work? Fucking get a side hustle going, baby. Don't eat your breakfast or look after your children. Get that side hustle going.
Look after your children.
Yeah. So when I was looking at it and I was like, side hustle, it made me feel like everything on the internet was saying, why don't you just start making money outside of your main way to make money, you lazy piece of shit? That's kind of how...
That's interesting.
It felt like a personal attack to me. Maybe some people call having a podcast a side hustle.
Yeah.
I think... maybe you need to make money for it to be defined as a side hustle,
yeah.
Which we don't,
it
obviously.
Came up on loads of lists for me.
A podcast
being a side hustle.
Yeah.
I would partially agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is more... Because I looked into like loads of things of like, why would you bother having a side hustle kind of thing? And obviously having extra income is the big thing, paying off debt, blah, blah, blah. But like, for the most part, the way I see a side hustle is... this is like some sort of project or hobby or skill that you want to learn on the side that you could earn money from as well. So it's like, okay, it's grand after work if you want to like chill out and do fuck all. That's completely fine too.
Yeah.
But you could put that time into something else that is still enjoyable, but is also beneficial. Because like realistically, sitting down and watching Netflix for 3 or 4 hours every night of the week, which is kind of like what we used to always do before we had a podcast.
Oh, we used to always do. I do that every single day.
I know, but like not for the entire evening. Like I think what we used to do was we'd get home from work, we'd have some food, we sit down, we watch telly until we're going to bed, and then we go to bed, and the next day wake up, repeat the process.
Yeah. So what do we do differently now?
Well, we've got a podcast.
Yeah.
And we have
okay.
other things that we have to do as a result of the podcast, you know? So there's other things that we practice that we put time into rather than just investing it all into just telly and waiting for the weekend. That's the purpose of this podcast. Yeah. I think side hustles, they're things that you can make money from that don't necessarily have to be just like extra work.
It could be something that you actually like doing.
Yeah.
And you're making money off it. Okay, that's different. That's not how I was looking at it.
That's how I was looking at it.
I think that's a good way. That is a good way to look at it, yeah.
Mm.
Again, though,
I think
there has to be, like, you need time to not be working. Like, yeah, I'm just thinking of, like, you'd be wrecked, like, do you know, to settle down into another type of work and look at your laptop for the evening. But yeah, I get it. It'd be better if it's something that you're actually interested in. You're much more likely to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So where did your research take you next?
So my research took me next to the fact that there's so much information online about side hustles.
Yeah.
People make a side hustle out of talking about side hustles.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't they?
Yeah. I found a couple of websites. We'll put them up on our blog that I really need to get around to, which is also a side hustle. There's so many websites. Like some of the articles that I saw, and they usually have a number in there as well, where it's like 11 best side hustles. Take your pick from the 25 best side hustles of 2020. 100 plus best side hustles.
Oh my God.
Ideas to make like 500 extra a month, 1,000 extra a month. So like there's tons of ways to make money.
Yeah, so there's so much information, hundreds and thousands and millions of blogs, as you mentioned, and YouTube videos. And I feel like content creators are really kind of preying on the weak that want that bit of extra cash.
Yeah.
So there's so much, that could be a side hustle in itself, just listing out side hustles. Reading through them all, you're pretty much getting the same things.
Yeah, a lot of the same things
over and
pop up.
over again.
Yeah.
So I just chose one of the articles that said like side hustle ideas that'll make you $1,000 a month.
Okay.
And
we probably came across the same articles.
Instantly I thought, that's a lie.
You are so much more like.
Not a hope you're making an extra like $1,000 a month that easy, like.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that easy, like, but I'd say when you start putting in the time to things over time, it gets easier to make that much.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so they listed out some of them, which we'll get into in a moment, but they said one thing I highlighted off that article is, if you have a day job, aim to give 3 to 4 evenings a week and perhaps some hours at the weekend to your side hustle, depending on what it is. And it's just like, the cheek of that, like, the actual cheek of that. 3 to 4 evenings a week and your weekend. It's just like,
yeah, but nobody's telling you have to do this. Like,
I know, yeah, but I'm just like, I'm taking it all very personally.
You are taking it so personally. It's just like, you know, if you want to do this, you can. Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, maybe this is just one thing that I try. You don't have to do a side hustle. Like, it's okay. Nobody's forcing you to do this.
But one good thing that when I was reading through all the list, I was like, a lot of these are a better option for someone who is in debt or really needs cash. It's a better option than maybe like physically having to be out of your house, exchanging like time for money, like working in a shop or whatever. Like, so it is a better option in a lot of cases than that.
When you say it is,
sorry, like a lot of these online ones.
Okay,
a lot of these
it's
online,
working from home kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like maybe it means that you might save on having to get someone to like look after your kids, because you can be at home as long as you have a laptop. You can do a lot of these things.
Yeah. So some of my research brought me to, well, there was a lot of things. It was like, well, why are they so popular?
Yeah.
And a lot of the same stuff came up, you know, have more money to pay off debt, to invest, whatever, to build wealth, blah, blah, blah. But like turn it into a job that you love was a big thing that always came around, where it was like half of the people surveyed in a lot of these things just didn't like their job. And I think that's pretty fucking normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the whole idea of starting this side hustle is like, oh, it's a way out of this life that I'm not really happy with. So that was another part that kept coming up. So fulfillment, learning new skills, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's such a more positive way of looking at it. What's wrong with me?
I don't know. Another thing that came up from an article, 6 reasons why many people are starting side hustles, was pressure. that there's a lot of people are seeing other people having side hustles.
Yeah.
So they feel this pressure of just doing it. And there was another
true.
study that we'll put up on our blog when I get it done. Over 44 million American adults have a side hustle. So
what?
Tons of people have one. That includes 28% of younger millennials. So it's really big, popular among millennials, like 18 to 26. But then it was kind of talking as well, like the difference. There is the baby boomers. They're the most likely people to pull in an extra $1,000 per month. So you were going to say $1,000 per month, my arse. Like that pretty much is true. Yeah.
Baby boomers are.
Yes, people that are like 53 to 65. So they're more likely to pull in $1,000 per month, generally because they have more knowledge in a particular area. So they can sell their kind of knowledge and experience. Whereas a lot of the millennials, they're kind of doing things like, things you can find online, a lot of creative things as well, photography and all that sort of stuff. So they're generally bringing in less money from their side hustles because of the kind of creative things that they're applying themselves to.
And the less experience and stuff.
Yeah. Another thing that
really
came up as well was a difference between men and women in side hustles.
All right, careful. Careful now, Gary.
Tread carefully. So men are 4% more likely than average to have a side hustle, while women were 4% less likely to have one. And that was just in one particular study or whatever. But they brought it back to the male hubris, female humility effect.
So like men have the absolute neck to just fucking do it. Like
men are way more fucking overconfident, like overestimate themselves.
Yeah.
And women are more likely to be like, oh no, I couldn't do that.
Right. That's so
I
true.
thought that was interesting.
Because that's the thing that like men will apply for a job that they might not have any of the skills for, and women won't apply unless they have like 90% of the skills or something.
And I thought that was interesting.
The absolute neck
the fucking
of men.
Neck of us, like we're some crack. I don't know how we do it. That
the audacity of you.
I know, we're just fucking great. Like everyone loves us. Oh, one final thing.
Yeah.
And this is just to come to your point about it's just another job and whatever.
Yeah.
So there was one guy, Gerald Zingrath. So he has like 3 side hustles going. And he was saying it doesn't take a lot of time to build a side gig. It's just like getting in shape. So it's like you don't say, I'm going to go to the gym 8 hours a day now and make it. You know, you start by saying, I'll just go to like 30-minute sessions or maybe an hour a few days a week or whatever. So you need to treat it the same way that you'd treat any other habit. Start small and get bigger. Build up the habit and then build it out from there when you're starting to see results.
That's a good way to look at it, actually. Like it's the gym.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Little by little.
So go maybe twice a week and then don't go again for like 2 or 3 months. And then, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it like that.
Perfect. That's what we've been doing that for years. So that's fine. So you said you were going to mention a couple of things.
Well, the first one that pops up the most, I think, is drop shipping.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So drop shipping is the number one thing, I think.
Yeah, so drop shipping is basically like, let's imagine that you find a website and they're selling, I don't know, mugs. Yeah. And whenever you put in that order with the mug, it's like that order is sent to a manufacturer.
Yeah.
And that manufacturer then sends the product to the person. So you don't ever own any inventory at all. You don't have a big warehouse full of mugs. You're more so...
You're a middleman.
You're a middleman. Yeah, exactly. That's a middle person, Stephanie.
Middle person.
Don't be so sexist.
Oh, fuck.
Just fucking caught you out there.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, you're basically, you're the middle person.
Yeah.
And you are advertising products that don't belong to you and then getting the manufacturer to send them to different people. So that's what the whole thing is about.
That's drop shipping. That's the main one that was coming up. That seems to be where people are making the most money.
Potentially, like I think so. I found an article that was like, it was talking about the most lucrative side hustles, and it was saying that the most lucrative ones, based on the average hourly pay, were things like digital enterprise and real estate. So like people buying properties and Airbnb in them, basically. And then other types of kind of like investments, consultancy services. These are all kind of things that you see the older generation definitely doing.
Right.
You know?
Getcha, yeah. Because they have people are going to trust them and use them as a consultant.
Exactly.
They have the experience.
Yeah. And like, I think dropshipping would probably fall into digital enterprise in a way that, you know, you're going to have your own store or whatever.
Yeah.
But SEO and digital marketing, virtual assistants, so like VAs, that's a big one.
Virtual assistant came up a lot, and I think that's a good one, because I think a lot of people that maybe have, just people that are organised even, or people that have worked in an office would have the skills to do the virtual assistant job, which is basically just an assistant as if you were in the office with someone.
Completely.
Just from home, like booking flights and meetings and things like that, going through emails and everything. The only thing I would say is like, so I think you've less flexibility with a virtual assistant role. So I would be looking for more and more flexibility with things. And virtual assistant, I'm like, you're still a bit tied down time-wise to somebody else because you're their assistant. It's okay if you want to like set up your day as a working day and do something like that, then it'd be perfect. You know, if you want to work like 9 to 5 and just work from home as a virtual assistant, ideal.
But I think there's also, and like this seems to come back to it with like so many of these side hustles where you're basically sourcing customers and then outsourcing that to just cheaper countries, you know, people that are in cheaper countries. So there is virtual assistants that started off, you know, being an assistant, and then they set up their own company.
Exactly.
And then they get on clients and they find other virtual assistants to do the work, and then they get the profits.
Exactly.
So,
and I've seen people who have been virtual assistants and now they've created courses to teach you how to be a virtual assistant. So you're buying the course from them. Exactly. And that's the kind of thing that, like, again, another side hustle, like information, like educational information, whatever it's called. So like they have made that course once and now just selling it.
And that's actually one of the ones I'm most interested in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I do a course on. Like, I don't know. I suppose I've just been working with a CRM system called HubSpot the last few years. Maybe I could do a course on that or something. I suppose HubSpot do their own courses on it, so I don't know how valuable it is. But like, surely there's something. I really don't know. Like, but like, apparently there's fuckloads of money in courses. That's why I suppose when you're flicking through Instagram, sometimes there's always someone being like, join our course here, only this much per month, blah blah blah. There's fucking tons of money in it,
and it's loads of work up front.
But then
you just are
after that, you're just reaping the rewards. So yeah, I have a whole category, and again, we're going to throw these on our website or whatever, of just what I call passive assets.
Ooh.
Or passets, if you want to just shorten it down.
If you want to, you don't have to.
Yeah. So these are things that like you put in the work up front.
Right.
And then it's just kind of passive after that it can kind of make money. You know, you swallowed your coffee, your coffee cup.
No, I leaned back too far to get the last bit of coffee and I hit my head.
That's going to affect your plopping.
Oh no, my hair plop. Sorry, I don't want to be interrupting.
That's okay, you already did. Like,
too late.
Yeah. So your passive assets are things like
your passets.
Sorry, my mistake.
We just settled on that.
So online courses.
Yeah.
You can set them up.
On like Udemy or something like that. Udemy?
I think it's Udemy, but call it Udemy if you want.
Then I look like a fool.
You could write an ebook. I think you could write an ebook.
Yeah, sorry. That was one. I know we're going all over the place now and I'm interrupting you and you're interrupting me.
I'm not, no, I'm being polite.
You fucker. But the ebook one is one that kept coming up that that's something I definitely would be interested in.
What would you write an ebook on?
Oh, I don't know. How to be sound.
How to plop your hair.
How to plop your hair.
You could actually do something on that.
Could I though? It hasn't worked every time I've tried it. So I don't know. Yeah. If it works today, I'll write a book. Yeah. It's worked once.
What would be your title then? Like Queen of the Plops? Like
Queen of the Plops. Yeah.
Captain Plopper? No.
Just Queen Plop.
Queen Plop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad.
But with so there's the ebooks and everything. So write your own ebook and sell it through Amazon Kindle, all of that.
Yeah.
But then the side hustlers have taken it one step further where you outsource the writing of the ebook to a ghostwriter, someone who does it cheaply, get them to write the book, and then you just pay them whatever to write it, pay a once-off fee, and then put it up on Amazon.
Yeah, I've seen that's pretty fucking lucrative as well.
But you don't really do anything then.
Well, no, you do though. Like you market the whole thing, and then you sort out the whole kind of like this chain of events. Like you know, like you need to find the topic, then you need to find a person to write about the topic, and then you need to.
I suppose that's a good bit.
There's a good few bits to do, but I think for a lot of the side hustles that get really successful, you're going to like this quote.
Oh.
It's not about working in the business. It's about working on the business. So if you can kind of remove yourself from being the person that does all the work in the middle, then you can focus the time on the things that make the business move forward. So it's like you can find more customers. You can find other people that can help you market it. You can identify the weak points and focus on improving them rather than being the person that does all the granular kind of work.
The actual writing of the ebook.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what like the most successful ones seem to do that. I'd love to be able to do that, but I'm not sure.
That's kind of more like you couldn't be doing that at the start because then you're just spending a load of money on other people.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like that's kind of where you'd aim to be. Yeah. Maybe at the end of the 8 weeks.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, but other things that are in this kind of facets. You can.
That sounds so stupid.
I know, yeah. Podcast falls into that because, like, we're creating content, and we don't have like sponsors or anything. But like, if you do have sponsors for any like successful podcast, they're still making money on people listening to them. You know?
So you're making money kind of all the time. Then if you
forevermore if people keep listening to it, like
because the content's made and it's just there.
Same with things like a blog, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is one which I do. Yeah. I have a YouTube channel.
What's the name of your channel?
Stephanie Byrne.
Oh, so original.
Should I have had a name?
I don't know. Like maybe just Queen Plop now.
Queen Plop. Yeah, that's what everyone knows me as anyway.
Yeah, I know completely.
But YouTube, it popped up on the list a few times, not as much as other things because it's a much longer game.
YouTube,
like
takes
YouTube takes a really long time to get to the point.
The criteria again?
You have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I thought it was but it was and 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, so that people need to spend 4,000 hours watching all your content combined. Yeah,
so that's why it's not always on the list because it's much harder. Now there's some people that have like thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers and they make huge amounts of money. Yeah. But like it takes a really long time. It takes years to get to that point.
No, you could just have one good cat video.
Cat?
Yeah.
No thanks. Not if it made me $1 million. No, but
keep your money. There's other things like that are easy that I would potentially try. Like there's loads of things
so like easy, like
says you like I just want to watch Netflix all evening every week. Like what's wrong with relaxing?
Sorry, did you hear my detailed research? The cheek of you.
So there's like there's loads of things just to scan through some of the things I'm probably not going to do, but so people know what the options are. You can deliver fucking loads of things these days. Uber Eats, DoorDash. You can deliver for Amazon if you want.
Or be like a Uber taxi driver.
There's loads of those kind of services.
Yeah.
You can flip and sell goods. That's a really big one where like you're buying something for one price and then selling it for another. So you could buy like old furniture, refurbish it and then sell it online. You could sell things you find at a garage sale. You can have a food truck, actually, that you set that up.
Yeah. I saw another one, sorry to interrupt you, but it's kind of on the flipping thing. And I saw one that was just like, buy and sell properties. And like, I actually laughed because I was like, do you think I'd be sitting here Googling side hustles if I had the means to just buy and sell a load of properties?
Yeah.
Like, that's a stupid one to include.
Yeah. Was that one of the ones that was like, make $1,000 a month?
Yeah, it actually was, yeah.
I've heard a person doing, they don't buy the property, but they rent the property and get the permission from the owner to put that on Airbnb.
Yeah.
So they rent the property, Airbnb.
Yeah.
They've refurbished it. Now it still takes a good bit of cash, but the profit they make off Airbnb, then they just keep investing into more places to rent.
Yeah. Another one of the side hustle things was rent out your spare room.
Yeah, rent
That
out your
one
spare
always
room,
comes up.
rent out your car, rent out your house, rent out your mother. Nah, that's not one.
Oh, I was like, what?
That's not- for people
Rent
that just
out your
like
car, your
miss people
house,
that miss
your
their
mother.
mams. Yeah, that there's loads of rent out things, and then there's loads and loads of like selling your services. So like
Yeah.
if you can teach music, you could be a content writer, you could be a voiceover artist, a translator, graphic design, customer
Yeah.
service, proofreading, which is one that I think I might actually do.
Yeah, you'd be good at that.
Why? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I'm a good speller?
It's a compliment.
I can't believe you.
No, that's good because you're very thorough. So
Oh.
you'd actually be really good at proofreading.
Yeah, I think I'd like proofreading.
Yeah.
And bookkeeping. I think I'd really like bookkeeping
Yeah,
as well.
bookkeeping came up and I was literally like, Gary'd love that
I
now.
love Excel,
He
yeah.
loves working in
love a
Excel,
few
Google
numbers.
Sheets.
I think you could be
Here we fucking go.
a wedding officiant. So you could be ordained to be a little priest. You could just go
A
to everyone's
little
weddings
priest.
and do the whole...
Well, I'd be like a non-denominational priest. Is that possible?
I think so, yeah.
Mm.
You could make like 500 quid a month from that.
Could I?
Per
But
ceremony, yeah.
How much work is involved to make the 500 quid?
Well, I don't know, like just I'd say you can get ordained fairly cheaply online or become a notary. That's just someone that witnesses people signing documents.
things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there's fucking tons of things. Again, we'll put this list on our website.
Participate in
but
online surveys.
yeah, then there's loads of these online tasks. Did you
Okay.
know you can get paid to just watch videos?
No.
Yeah. So there's swag books,
But
inbox
is that
dollars.
true? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Like I feel like you always see those things, and it's like, do you want to get paid to watch Netflix? It's like, but really?
Well, I don't know about Netflix, but it's just more so like videos from companies. So companies are always looking for feedback from people.
Right.
So like swag books put these videos in front of you and you just need to like give feedback or watch them or give them watch hours, whatever. There's also things like you could be a user tester. So a company has a website, you just go through the website and just test it out and then say what you like or don't like.
They sound like good ones.
Yeah, surveys, like you said. There's data collection tasks. So I'm not really sure what that is, like data entry or whatever.
Yeah.
Focus groups, that's another one. Just going in, giving your opinion, and they're paying you money for your time. So there's
Again,
a lot
though,
of-
that's you need to be somewhere.
yeah, I think that's
That's
I think there
going
might be
against-
some online ones as well, but
Yeah.
focus groups are probably more of a physical thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would love to be in a focus group
Oh, me too.
someday.
Yeah.
You always see them on TV, and it's
Yeah.
like, I'd love to go in and just tear something to shreds.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be nice about it.
Yeah. Would you?
I'd be like, I'm a bit skeptical about that now.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this.
I don't want to be a bitch, like, but
What,
I don't really like that.
Do you expect me to just work after work and have another work job? So there's the whole thing boils down to there is absolutely fuckloads of things to do. And
Yeah.
then what we didn't even mention is there's a whole load of like automated investing things. You can have like robo-advisor accounts. You can just invest in something and a robot just
Does it all
invest
for
your money for you. And
Would you trust
make some
him?
money.
No.
I would, yeah.
Can you
Well,
be trusted?
if we got to know each other well. You brought me for coffee first. Do you know what you could do?
What?
Sell stock images.
Like take a picture and sell it?
You can just take a random picture of something and sell it.
Oh, that sounds easy.
If you have a portfolio of at least 1,000 marketable photos, you could make 500 quid a month.
Holy shit. That's a lot, isn't it?
A lot of photos or a lot of money?
Both.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I more meant money. It's a
Yeah.
lot of money.
Have you ever seen? I showed you that Instagram
Have you ever
account.
seen $500? I thought that's what you were going to
Have you even
say.
seen 1,000 photos of it? Have you seen the Instagram account? I think it's like dark stock images or something.
Oh my
I
god.
love that account.
That's terrifying.
It's the best thing. The funny thing about that account is,
Explain what it is.
okay, so it's stock images, but like they're just like dark humor type of thing.
It's like the
So-
kind of things you'd see on like a packet of cigarettes.
yeah,
Those kind of
those kind
Do you
of
know,
things.
like someone smoking
Yeah,
a
that-
cigarette and blowing smoke into a baby's face.
Exactly, that's a good example. But the fact is that people thought up these images and thought
Yeah.
that would make a good stock image for some
Yeah.
company. So I'll share that as well on Instagram. It's
oh my
fucking
god.
great.
It's actually kind of terrifying.
It's a little bit terrifying, but
yeah.
it can also be quite funny that someone.
So we could start making those.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could actually, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So I think there's two things left to do. We've got a little game to play.
I forgot about the game.
Mhm. Yeah, and also we have to decide what we're going to do.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. So the name of the game is
What?
Guess the Hustle or Write to George Russell.
George Russell, the Formula One driver.
Yeah,
oh
that you
my
don't like.
God,
Yeah.
I don't like him.
So for people that don't
Guess
know, George Russell is he's a Formula One driver. Me and Steph got like really sucked into Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
The Formula One series.
And that's going to be a whole other episode.
That'll probably be another episode. Yeah, it's really good. So we were watching Formula One for the first time ever, and Steph really doesn't like George Russell. I don't think I really like him much either. He's a bit lame, but
he's lame. It's not that I really don't like him as a person.
He hasn't done
just
anything wrong to you.
He's so fucking
He's
lame.
just a little bit lame, yeah. So, but he's a good driver now, to be fair. But all of that aside,
I don't care about that.
So this is how the game is going to work, right?
Please don't make me write to George Russell.
I've got 7 different. I've got a couple of different questions here.
Okay,
right? But they're not questions. They're kind of quotes from companies that you could work for as a side hustle.
Right.
Different things. So there's going to be a blank in here.
Okay.
And you need to kind of guess what the side hustle is about, right?
Right.
Right. Now, you'll need to get your phone out as well.
Will I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Get your phone. Okay. So what I need you to do,
Right.
you need to go to George Russell's Instagram account.
Okay.
All right. And just have it on the ready.
Oh.
If you don't guess what this hustle is, you need to write to him. And I'm going to tell you what you need to write.
What?
Okay. So you can comment on a story or
In
one of his
real
pictures.
time, I need to write.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
my God.
I'll tell you what to write. I'll tell you what to write. If it's a case, so a lot of these are like company names. If you can guess the company name, then I'll write to George Russell saying whatever you think I should write. Okay.
This is best.
So, are you ready to play? Guess the hustle or write to George Russell?
I've never been more ready for something.
I was really looking forward to this. Okay, so we'll start with an easy one. It's a one-liner, and it describes. It's from the actual website. So, blank allows you to connect with admirers of their blank and get paid for access to exclusive content. So you need to guess what blank is. Now, the first blank is a company name, so it's like blank company name.
Yeah.
Allows anyone to connect with admirers of their blank and get paid for access to exclusive content.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I don't mind which blank you want to go with first. It's probably easier to go with the...
I think I know it. OnlyFans.
Oh, close. Do you want to have another guess?
Blank.
With admirers of their blank and get paid for access to exclusive content.
No, can I have a hint?
Well, it's a body part, yeah.
It's a body part.
Yeah, you're not going to get this one.
No, I'm not.
This is probably going to be a little bit hard, so you're probably going to be writing to George quite a bit.
Is it like footsie.com allows people to look at pictures of their members' feet?
Oh, we'll give you that one. Yeah, that's like, it's not footsie.com, but maybe that's going to be our side hustle.
I made that up.
That's good. InstaFeet allows anyone to connect with admirers of their feet and get paid for access to exclusive content.
Oh my God.
So,
you need to write to George Russell.
No.
Oh, do you not?
No. No. I'll write to George Russell if you can guess the company name.
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of set this up for myself to see you wouldn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll give you that one just because it was the first one or whatever, right?
Okay.
So the next one. Blank, company name, is the biggest international market for buying and selling blank.
I instantly am thinking, is it like for buying and selling houses?
Oh.
Is it Zillow?
Oh,
No.
That is very specific. I'll give you a second guess because they're hard.
Is it buying and selling houses? No.
It's not. No, it's actually something to do with your body again.
Oh, it's something to do with your body again. For buying and selling. What could you be buying and selling? Hair?
Correct.
Really?
Well done. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the name. I don't know a name. No.
Hair salon.
Right.
Hair salon is actually only getting that
sell
now. Hair
on.
salon. Yeah.
Like tell on.
Like tell on. Is the biggest international marketplace for buying and selling hair. Yeah.
Weird. Buying and selling hair. I need more context for that. Does that just mean like you just, if your hair falls out, you just sell?
I don't know who's buying it. maybe like
People
chemo
are
patients
buying
and
it
stuff.
for
I'm
like
not sure.
wigs, I
Wigs,
presume,
yeah, wigs as well. I'm not sure. Alopecia, maybe. I don't know. Maybe alopecia, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, you can cut your hair. Now it says on the website, don't cut your hair before a sale's been made. So I think some people have been cutting their hair, being like, buy that, and then they're like,
that is...
and it needs to be a certain length as well. But we'll link this if anyone wants to sell their hair.
On.
Next one, and I'm only going to give you one guess this time because George needs to get a fucking text.
Oh, right, okay.
Blank, right, and the blank is like 3 words. Blank or blank blank blank. It's the worst. Sometimes you may opt out of an experience altogether to avoid one. We don't blame you, but we have the solution. Simply hire someone to be your personal blank.
Blank, blank, blank.
Blank, blank, blank. It's the worst. Sometimes you might opt out of an experience to avoid one. We don't blame you, but we have the solution. Simply hire someone to be your personal blank. So what's the activity?
That's an intriguing one.
Yeah, that's directly off their website. Or off.
It's not like going to meetings. It's the worst. It's not that.
No, but that's a good guess.
Give me another guess. I know you said you only give me one guess, but
all right,
for the sake of like keeping things interesting. Going to the dentist. No, sure, no one could go to the dentist for you.
Yeah, incorrect. That's it. That's you're all guessed out. Right, let's see. There's that most recent picture of George there.
Yeah.
He's wearing a little hat.
Yeah.
Just comment underneath that.
Oh no.
You have to comment underneath it. Yeah, you've got to comment underneath it and be like, at George Russell.
Oh my God. This is so embarrassing. Right? At George Russell. Yeah. Okay.
Give me a look at the picture there. At George Russell.
Country boy is the caption. And it's him sitting in amongst like the stone. Kind of looks like he's at the Cliffs of Moher.
Okay, yeah. We'll comment and say, at George, looks like Ireland, come visit sometime. X. Yeah, you have to. This is the game. This is the game.
George Russell.
Need I remind you, guess the hustle or write to George Russell.
Looks like Ireland, come visit
sometime. X. It has to be an X. Or a smoochy face.
Just one X.
Do 2 X's so he knows you're serious.
Oh, I'm gonna get sick. I didn't realize it was gonna be public.
Of course it's public.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, next question.
I'm cringing for myself.
Blank.com is a website that allows you to rent local blanks from all over the world.
Oh.
You can rent a local blank to hang out with, go to a movie or restaurant with, or someone to go with you to a party or event. Important disclaimer, blank.com is not a dating website and not an escort agency.
So is it like friends.com?
Oh, very good. Well, not the name of the website, but what do you think it's about?
So it's definitely about renting a friend.
Renting a friend. And rentafriend.com is the name of the website. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Is it? Yeah.
I don't know who'd be on it.
I don't know. You could be
on it. I
don't know
what kind of people.
That could be our side hustle.
I'm not extroverted enough for that.
Okay. But I don't think you need to be extrovert. I think you just need to be sounder than you are, which maybe it's not for you.
I don't like other people enough for that.
Okay. Next question. It could be one of the weirdest jobs ever, but being a professional blank. So I need you to know what the professional what is exactly what it sounds like.
Right.
Rent a blank, same, it's a profession, pays whatever amount, discrete professional services.
Yeah.
One blank. Again, same word.
Yeah.
Told the Sun Online, because so many different kinds of people die.
Yeah.
I need to take on a number of different characters.
Is it rent a grandparent?
Oh.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
I'll give you one more guess.
Is it, because what I was first thinking was like a butler.
Oh.
But, because like maybe old people have butlers and because so many old people die, it'd be too obvious to be like a undertaker, like, or a funeral home person.
No, but you're along the right lines, but you're going to have to text George again. Oh. Let's see.
George's going to think I'm in love with him.
Give us a look at one of his pictures
there. So he
there.
has a nice picture of himself. Oh no, I thought that was Toto Wolff. So he has a picture of his Formula 1 car, him driving.
Oh, I want a picture of him specifically.
So he's pictured beside a red fancy little vintage car in Monaco.
Okay, comment underneath that, at George.
At George. Ew. Hate this. Okay. At George Russell.
Smashing picture, George. I think he's the kind of person you'd say smashing.
I've heard him say it on several occasions. Okay.
Smashing picture,
George.
Can we take a ride sometime?
Oh,
you have to do it.
No,
you have to do
Gary.
it. And an X. So you can drive around in that little car with him.
Oh, no.
So the reason that you need to do this, what you didn't guess correctly is,
oh god,
it could be one of the weirdest jobs ever, but being a professional mourner is exactly what it sounds like.
Fuck?
Yeah. Rent a mourner pays £45 an hour, blah, blah, blah. One mourner told the Sun online, because so many different kinds of people die, I need to take on a number of different characters. Now, I don't think this company's going anymore, but this was a side hustle for people
that's
they'd be
madness.
they'd be a fake mourner, yeah.
Who's hiring that though?
Like people that didn't have a lot of friends, maybe. Because it can make you look more popular. But anyway, next one. Welcome to blank. And it's blank, blank, blank.
Oh god, here we fucking go. Welcome to blank, blank, blank.
Welcome to blank, blank, blank. A blank donation program that's committed to the safe collection of blank from healthy individuals. You can earn as much as $1,500 per month. Blank has never been so rewarding. I know there's a lot of blanks in there. Well, I'll say it again. So I just need you to know.
Blank has never been so rewarding. Makes me sound like wank. Has never been so rewarding. Is it about semen?
No. I was going to put one of those in though.
Yeah, no.
Cryogenics. Yeah.
Better not.
So welcome to blank, blank, blank. Now, if you get the name of this, you'll never get the name of that. So a blank.
Thanks for putting it in there.
I know,
for me
yeah.
to guess.
Well, if you got that one, I'd have to write to George, so that's why I've done that. A blank donation program that's committed to the safe collection of blank. So I need to know, like, what are you donating? What are they collecting?
Yeah.
As a blank donor, you could save lives and earn as much as $1,500 a month.
Is it blood donation?
No, but that's a good one. Yeah.
Or else I was going to say spit.
No. It's stool donation. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
So do you want to know what the name of the company is?
Yeah.
Poop with Purpose.
Oh my god!
It's a stool donation
How
program.
How did you find that?
Because I was looking for ages. I was like, there has to be some really weird side hustles there.
Purpose.
So you need to just donate your stool sample, and you could earn as much as $1,500 per month. And the last line is,
fucking gas.
Pooping has never been so rewarding.
Oh my
That's probably one of the easier. Like, I mean, that's along the lines of like farts in a jar kind of thing.
Do you have to poo into a bag or what?
I didn't look into it seriously. Be like, right, how are me and Steph going to do this? But into an
poo straight in an envelope, and you're trying to write the address on it then after. Oh no!
God, yeah.
Pooping with purpose. That's ridiculous.
That's good. Now, get your phone out. Let's see. What has George got for us today?
Right, George has a picture of himself on the podium.
On the podium?
On the podium in Barcelona.
At George. Great victory at George.
Great victory.
God save the Queen.
No, I can't do that. That's too far.
Well, then up the rat. something stupid that we don't really mean, but you know.
That's up the rat. Would that get me in trouble for writing on Instagram?
Maybe that's too political.
Definitely not writing on about the Queen.
Okay. Let's just go back to you fancying him.
No.
So let's see. It's him on a podium. What do you think? It's like, great victory, George. Would love to be part of your champagne showers. That's what it's going to be. X.
Oh God, would love to be part.
Because they always spray the champagne off the podium, don't they?
They do, yeah. Champagne showers. Does that mean something?
Champagne showers.
Does that mean something bold?
No, that was in a song, wasn't it? Champagne showers. Huh?
I don't know. Not any songs that I know.
I think it is.
Would love to be part of your champagne showers sometime.
Yeah, X. There always has to be an X. 2 X's.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
I feel sick.
Okay, last one. Selling used blank is one of the easiest ways to make money. Over 1 million blank sellers and buyers are using the largest marketplace for selling and buying blank.
What first came to my mind, which I really hope it's not, is used
Oh no, that's fucking horrible. No, why would that be a thing? Like,
why would pooping in an envelope be a thing?
well, actually, the reason, well, it's not into an envelope, right? Let's not mislead the people here. It's you're donating a stool for people to examine for
research.
For research, yeah. So
okay. Oh yeah, and I suppose they don't put much research or money or time into women's health issues, so obviously it's not going to be that.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Selling used blank is one of the easiest ways to make money. All right, over 1 million blank sellers and buyers are using the largest marketplace for selling and buying worn blank.
Oh, used cars?
No,
too obvious. It's not done deal.
I'll give you one more guess just to save it for George.
I can't try to George again.
Using the largest market for selling and buying worn blank.
Worn?
Yeah.
Worn knickers.
Correct.
Oh my God, you dirty fucker.
Dirty buy. Well, look, I didn't start the website, right?
I don't know. You were on it.
Well, no, I was looking for fucking... It's not like I haven't shit in an envelope either. Like, so don't be coming after me. Selling used underwear is one of the easiest ways to make money. Over 1 million panty sellers and buyers.
Never say that again.
Well, look, that's the name of the website.
Never say
the website's called pantydeal.com.
I'm going to get sick. I'd rather it was used tampons than
it's
panties.
So, yeah. Thanks for playing Guess the Hustle or Write to George Russell.
Oh, I can't believe I had to write to George Russell.
Thanks for writing to George Russell.
Oh my God.
So let's talk about what we're going to be doing.
What are we going to be doing?
What are things that you... I don't think we should have too many things, like, because obviously we want to focus.
I have one that I have in mind.
Okay, what's your one?
Is the ebooks.
Oh.
Yeah. So that came to mind, the ebooks, writing the ebook or doing the ghostwriter thing. And
so you're going to find a ghostwriter to write about a topic?
Yeah, I'm gonna just try it both ways and see what comes of it.
Okay.
Because I don't even know where to start. I need to go research, which wouldn't be my strong point.
Definitely not.
I wouldn't have the concentration levels for that. But I will have to. I might watch a YouTube video or something.
Okay.
And figure out how to do it.
A YouTube video on how to write an ebook.
Yeah, and how to get a ghostwriter and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just do that.
Okay.
Ebooks is my one.
Okay. I really like the idea of something that you can make that just will hopefully make money as well.
Exactly, and you just do it once and it just sits there.
Yeah.
And just generates me enough money to buy a house, maybe. Who knows? That's
very, very optimistic. I think what I'm going to do is, I was kind of torn, to be honest, because there was a couple of things there, like proofreading, bookkeeping, print on demand is another thing, which is kind of like drop shipping, but you kind of have a design that you've created and you can slap it onto mugs and t-shirts or whatever.
Maybe I'll do that one.
That could be a good one to do. Either or is good. We're probably going to do another one after these 8 weeks. So
yeah, okay. No, I'll stick with the ebooks for now because I'm more curious about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make an online course. I don't know what it's going to be on yet.
How to make a podcast?
Maybe I'd maybe have a course on how to make a podcast when we have an established podcast.
We have a successful podcast.
Yeah. I mean, we've only been kind of doing it for a couple of weeks, so it's like how to be the expert on how to pretend to be an expert on podcasts.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, I think the podcast as well, not to be forgotten, is going to be something that we're working on anyway. But I thought it would be stupid if we were like, oh yeah, let's do an episode on side hustles, and the end result is, well, we're going to focus on a podcast.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
No.
Okay, so you're going to make an ebook.
You're going to make an online
course. Yeah.
Nice.
And we'll see. So we're going to give ourselves 8 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And we can probably put up things on Instagram periodically as to how that is going, or if it's kind of going.
If it's going.
How much do you think you're going to make from it? Or what would be a nice amount that you'd be like, class?
Oh my God, if I could make €200 and because I want to get laser hair removal on my legs, and it's €200 here.
Is it?
Where we are.
Oh.
So if I can make enough to cover the price of that, I'd be absolutely buzzing off my tits. But but maybe that's too much. 200's a lot.
In 8 weeks, I don't know.
Yeah. Why? What?
Yeah, like,
how much do you want
honestly, if I made a fucking tenner off this, I'd be delighted. But
yeah, I aimed too high there, didn't I? If I made 20
no,
euro.
no. I would be aiming for I'm going to aim for about 200 quid as well. Because, like, most people are making things for, like, 500 a month of stuff. So, yeah, if I could make 200 quid in the next 8 weeks from this, I'd be really happy.
Yeah, me too.
I think I might mess around with the getting paid to watch videos just to see.
Fuck around with that.
Yeah, I might fuck with that. You know what I mean? Like, just to see.
Yeah. I know what
how much can be made from that, because I would like to make like a tenner now. You know? Never mind, like in 8 weeks.
Tenner. So, yeah. I need money for my lunch.
Yeah. So anyway, that wraps up this episode.
Yeah, that wraps it up.
So we'll come back to this.
Yeah, and just to kind of tie it all together, never rest.
Never
keep
rest.
working.
Yeah.
Rise and grind.
Yeah.
Girl boss till you die.
Yeah. Need to mind your kids in the morning?
No.
Don't do it.
No,
Work in
no.
a second job.
Side hustle.
Yeah. Only have 2 jobs? You're going to need 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're going to need at least 4.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're lazy.
Yeah.
Gary V thinks you're lazy.
Gary V.
Not Gary G, though.
That's me. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to us shiting on about side hustles.